So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll find Hall. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. These two teams all tied after 1. To 7. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is caught. Big yardage that time for Washington. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll give it to Chubb. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington has taken the lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes this Washington 14. Bears 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
23 yards on the play.
And the Bears first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 now. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
By the Bears.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st down, Chicago.
Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 6 yards away. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 5. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Darnell Mooney the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down. To his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, all right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
At the 30.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And the Bears
back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Back to throw here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Bears 21, Washington 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Ballantyne to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Takes over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Play 3 of the drive now is successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Now the 2nd down throw on target. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Calling a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
For the field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's them with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead.
3rd down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house, and now you're looking at each other wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes this Washington 24, Bears 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at
the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
21.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Okay, just like that.
On the move to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Complete to
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Some pretty good gains all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the 27-yard.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Being chased out left. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Nick Folk.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man on the out route.
For a Washington.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 32. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down near the 5.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go play action here on first down. It'll buy some time right. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Eddie Jackson brought him down. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well,
looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington has once again taken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes this Washington 31. Bears 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 22. So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. There he goes, right side. Baby. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. To throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now We had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The quick slant caught. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But now it's third and goal.
Third down and goal from the 2-yard line.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now a first throw here in overtime. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Side by Robinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Bears first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now a handoff looking right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bears, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. That'll do it for us.